Enheduanna, Sargon of Akkad's own daughter, had spent decades as High Priestess of Ur, the most powerful religious post in the empire. Placed there specifically to weld Sumerian and Akkadian religion together and keep the south from tearing itself loose. She is, as far as we can tell, the first author in human history whose name survives attached to her own work. A fact historians love to put at the front page and then say almost nothing else about. Lugal-Ane threw her out, stripped her of her priesthood and drove her from the temple, took the title that had defined her entire adult life. And somewhere in that exile, with the empire her father had built looking shakier than it had ever had, Enheduanna sat down and wrote her way back. The poem is called The Exaltation of Inanna, Inanna being the goddess of war and desire. It is 153 lines written in the first person, and it is not a polite temple hymn. It is a woman stripped of her office and unsure her father's empire would survive out the year, begging her goddess directly for help and not hiding how she felt. Quote, I, the High Priestess, I, Enheduanna, my hand no longer grasps the ritual basket. I am driven from the temple like a swallow flying from its window. Funeral offerings were brought as if I had never lived. An admission that her enemies had just exiled her. They were trying to legally and spiritually erase her. Enheduanna demands justice. She openly complains when the moon god Nana ignores her, and she challenges Inanna to make a statement. Let it be known that you are lofty as the heavens, and let it be known that you are as broad as the earth. Let it be known that you destroy the rebel lands. Her prayers were answered, and Naram-Sin crushed Lugal-Ane's rebellion, and the rest who had risen with him. And Enheduanna got her temple back. She held that position for around 40 years all told, and after her death, the Sumerians did something they didn't do for ordinary priestesses. They kept venerating her as a minor deity in her own right. Her poems outlived her, outlived the empire, outlived the language it was written in, and sat buried, unread, for 4,000 years until archaeologists dug it back up in the 20th century. The first named author in history, and for most of human history, nobody even knew her name.